Hey there, folks. Nikolai54 here on X and Stock Twits with a quick update for Hollywood Star Cuts, ticker AAGC. New startup that we just had a good conference call last week. And here are some of the highlights for all of you guys out there. So again, don't sleep on this one. To start off the call, they were talking about, the fiscal year is in May. Looking at getting that changed over to a calendar year once the audit is completed. As we know, this last quarter they did nearly $1 million in revenues there. We had for the half like 1.45 million. So keep that in mind for the quarter. This last quarter alone, 980 something thousand. You'd have to refer back to the disclosure, but so that was a fantastic quarter, by far the best we've ever done, right? But for the half, 1.45, so a huge, massive quarter when we're looking at the half, right? Look, we still have quite a few stores to open up from the Utah signing of that group. Looks like we have 8 more stores to go. Then those will be done. So they've opened up to date 3 out of the 11 that are going to open. And those, locations, it looks like we have second week, I believe it is, of February is when the franchise agreements come due with what they have right now with their existing franchisee or franchise group. And then those are going to start to be converted over to Hollywood Star Cuts, and that's going to take about 2 to 3 months to get those up and fully converted over to Hollywood Star Cuts. So a lot of developments happening. It's pretty great to see that everything is moving right along. Also talked about signing a deal in Florida for 5 additional locations with a group out of the East Coast side of Florida, and that will start in June. So that's going to happen here this summer. There is also 2 additional locations from that same group that they're going to open up, but from scratch, right? They're going to build those out. So that's a welcome addition to that. So that franchisee is going to have 7 locations in total. So really, really looking good for the summertime here with Hollywood Star Cuts. Talking to right now, again, additional 3 shareholders about opening up locations. More details on that to come. Look, the goal is to have, I think, the 50 locations, going. That's going to give them an economy of scale. Proof of concept, has been established. As we have been working, the last year plus on where we are today. So that's a big win there, right? Once we get to that 50 locations, we'll have that, that economy of scale, and a lot of things are going to change at that point just based on the revenues that are going to be coming in, and then we really take off, right? Listen to this. So he also spoke about a license. He's been approached. A license is in the works right now for England. There's a group, across the pond there that is looking to open up the concept. They really love the idea of Hollywood Star Cuts. So they are in the works right now and talking about what that could be. We will not own those locations overseas, but they're looking at issuing a license for the naming rights and to be able to open up these locations over in England. So, here we go. Multinational, right? Pretty cool anyway. Last week of February, this is a big one. Last week of February, they're going to be talking with entrepreneurs. Larry, the CEO, or just Larry, is going to be talking with the entrepreneur group for the franchises to watch list. That is going to be for the 25-26. That actually comes out, I believe it was the end of July of this year. Or beginning of July, that list comes out, and we are talking to entrepreneurs about that. That's a huge win, just for the company, coming out, guns a-blazing here. We have over 20 locations. We'll have nearly 30 locations here by the time that rolls out. So the next 8 months, guys, is going to be huge for the company. They got, so much stuff going on right now, it's mind blowing, for this OTC startup. Again, he reiterated that there will not be any debt taken on. There will not be any debt taken on to do this. They're going to do it organically. They are profitable today, right? They've got a nice little cash supply that they're going to use for these openings. Thinking about the hair care line, right? This week, he actually tweeted out that they have a meeting, I believe it's February 13th, with a large retailer here in Minneapolis. That is going to be a product pitch for the hair care line, the shampoos, conditioners, and so on. So that's actually happening this week, or this month in February. We also have the product is going to be going live next week, the first week of February, in the locations, in the stores. So more to come on that. That was the time frame given. So that's going to be awesome to see that. You know, we're going to have our own proprietary product that we've developed. The team there has put it together, and you know, and we got a deal potentially with a large retailer to have this in stores. That's going to be great. So. Look, we're waiting on the audit. You know, once this audit is done, which that audit could be done tomorrow, it could be done in February, it could be done in March. It's, you know, we're at the liberty of FINRA and SEC, but that is, they've had some back and forths with them on some formatting things, but overall, the numbers, the information provided, I understand, has been good, and that there's not really any big crutch that's going to hold that audit back. So they are looking at that could be imminent, or that could be soon, or that could be, you know, within the next couple months. We all know how that goes. Once that audit is done, they are really going to be looking to scale to 100 stores plus. At that time, that's really when the pedal's going to go to the metal there, right? They have bought back around 52 million shares to date. This is, again, you know, going to be utilized as collateral for expansion if needed. That is going to be a great asset on the books so that they don't have to go out and get some, you know, financing that would be potentially dilutive. So that's a win. Once the 50 locations are opened, the board of advisors will be turned on. They are looking at options to kind of get an advisory model going as they start to really scale this business. They will be looking at a new CEO that is going to be 100% franchise role, somebody that has been in the business, understands the business, and has been in the franchising world. That is who they're going to be looking for. And I understand they've had some calls and interest actually out there in the industry. So that's going to be a good thing. Also, update on the website and app. Still in the works, working with Google and Apple for the formatting and everything there for the website and app. The website cannot be turned on without the app. So the app, we're just kind of waiting on them to get that all done. There has been some back and forth. They've gotten everything done that they understand that they need to do for Google and Apple. And so that should be soon. Also touched on the AAGC Investor Relations website. That is going to be live here soon in the next 2 to 3 weeks. That is going to be tied to the actual website. So that's going to be cool to see. We'll have a little bit of more information on that coming. And he kind of spoke a little bit about what the stores were doing for sales. Talking about the salons themselves, they're doing somewhere around $160,000 on average just in haircuts. If the stores have nails, because not all of them do, if they have the nail services, they're doing around $200,000, and the stores that are doing haircuts and tanning are doing $220,000 plus. They're a location per location. So really nice numbers coming out for all the different kinds of store models that they have right now. They were talking about gross of the store sales. They currently, they're garnering around 4% of the gross. And that will actually be going up later as this thing gets built out. And also to note, once they hit 50 locations, they will actually be looking at charging a franchise fee per location, which is going to be huge because that's just going to be additional bottom line dollars that's going to come in and help with operational expansion dollars, right? Just pure bottom line add there. So once they hit 50 stores, they're going to be looking at that. And what's that going to be? Is it going to be 10,000 a store, 15, 20? We'll see. We'll learn about that a little bit later. But once we do hit that 50 stores, that franchise fee, they're going to be looking to throw that into an action. That's going to be huge, huge. Also, they're going to be attending a show in April, a franchise show that is going to be, I can't remember where he said, maybe Texas somewhere. That's going to be something that they will be attending. And last time they went to a show, it was a huge win. We got some nice updates on that. About the entrepreneurs and even the CNBCs and the Forbes. Remember, they were inquiring and talking about AAGC and Hollywood Star Cuts about that business. So a lot of great updates, guys. More to come. We will have some updates this month, quite a few here coming as we start to build out and open up new stores. We also have the like I said, the potential of the audit and so on, but things are kind of trucking right along. We're right now we're at like double 11, 12. We did have some trading that happened on the stock ticker as the news had come out, the PRs and stuff, and I knew it would happen. Just hold the line. Keep doing the research. Keep looking. Keep spreading the good word. Do your research on this one. I still think this is a great long-term play. As they continue to build out into 2025 here is going to be a great monumental year for Hollywood. And then as we kind of go into 26, 27 and beyond, I mean, we're going to end up having hundreds of stores and locations going here. I can only tell you once we get, at that, 35 to 50 stores, things are really going to be ramping up on the quarterlies. We're going to be seeing some really great increases on numbers and sales. And on top of that, maybe we land a deal with a retailer for the hair care line. It's just going to be, incremental on that as well. So just a quick update, guys, on this one. Keep trucking. Guys, have a great weekend and have a great week next week. And I will see you out in the markets. Thanks. Bye-bye.